And I saw some of them fell literally to the wayside and lost their seats, you know. If they'd gone out and fought within their constituencies, they would have stood a better chance. But you know what? Some of them were, you know, what the UPP skillfully did, yeah, leading up to the last election. Because they recognized I was blazing them. And probably was one of the strongest voices out there, blazing them. They didn't like it, you know. So they tried to subdue me by having these almost clandestine discussions. It's only after, you know, the elections were close. And even during the count, when they felt they were winning, they start to attack me and say, oh, it's because of the Prime Minister. It's the way how we behave. Whatever. It's 67% of the votes I got in my constituency without any effort, you know. I didn't campaign, you know. I didn't transfer people into my constituency, you know. We transfer out to help other candidates. Or left others who were registered outside of my area. Left them in those areas rather than transfer them in to give others a better chance. My people didn't see me during the elections, you know, because I was helping others. There was no effort, and I apologize to them, you know, and then I'll make sure it doesn't happen again in the sense that they were neglected. But again, the brand was so strong. I got 67%. If I'm not mistaken, I got the highest percentage of any other candidate in the last election. So this idea, oh, it's Gaston Browne's fault. I hear one of them talking about it because of my comments on Facebook. If he had gone and done some work in his constituency, he would have stood a chance.
And he had assets at his disposal that he could have done better than many others.
He was the most powerful minister in my government.
He had more than one ability, one resource.
You know, he was most powerful too. I have disempowered myself and decided, look, even though I'm Prime Minister and I get involved in government contracting and I give nobody contracts and nobody accuse me of the corruption. So he had spending capacity in the Ministry of Finance. He had contracting capacity, but did not use it effectively.
He had aggregates, he had equipment.
I don't want to appear as though I'm bashing that person. But just as how he went on the radio and attacked me, I can also speak some truth without promoting any division within the party. And then I know that at some point, you know, somebody can say, oh, the Prime Minister says so, you're promoting division. Let me tell you something. If we can defend what is truthful and right in this institution, then we are not worth our salt in terms of leading this institution. And when people go out there and they don't take responsibility for their failures and they try to blame the leader. And I understand generally, you know, that in an election, when you win your seat, you win because of your effort. When you lose because of the Prime Minister. I understand that. Don't get me wrong.
In anything, Prime Minister, the leader must take the blows.
You know they say uneasy lies ahead that weighs the crowd.
Yes.
But fine, and I have no one taking those positions, but the people must know what the truth is. And I've said to them, you know, if my conduct was a problem, Maria Browne couldn't win her seat. And you know why? It was proven empirically that Rural East has the highest level of unemployment. She didn't get a single road fixed during the last term. You know what the minister said to her? You use your pretty face to get votes. Okay? Those are the kind of foolishness that we had to contend with. And you know, generally months before an election, you know, you go out there real hard with the infrastructure work and so on. It didn't happen in the last election. You know? That's one of the things that we had to contend with. And I was shocked to see that now we have a new minister that doesn't have the kind of experience.
The next day.
That I'm seeing, at least the people are reporting, that they're seeing greater response.
And at the pace at which you're seeing.
That's the point.
From Jump Street.
So, again, I'm not trying to trash anybody here. I just laying the facts on the table. And for our people to understand that they must fight.